So the big question is this: who do you need to become to attract your ideal man? Today I share with you a secret that might be what's been missing on your journey to love. My name is Joan Nwosu, and welcome to the Second Chances podcast, a love journey in black and white. So recently I was at a Tony Robbins summit, and he was talking about how he met his amazing wife. And he had said that back then he had come up with a list of qualities and attributes and values that he was desiring in a partner. And now while he had that list, a longish list, he also created a mirroring list of who he had to become to be able to attract that type of woman. So profound. So most times we often focus on what it is that we want. We obsess about, this kind of person I want, this is what I want, this is what I don't want to. And we forget that the actual question is, yes, what you want is great, but the real question is, who do you need to become to have that kind of person? Because we have to really come down to the reality of the law of attraction. You only attract what you are. Like attracts like. It's just that simple. That is the bottom line. You can want whatever it is you want in this world, but if you don't become that, then you can't have it. So you need to learn how to start embodying the qualities that you seek in a partner. So that's what I want to discuss today. So where do you start? Well, the starting point is really getting clear on what it is that you desire in a partner, right? So it could be he's good looking, he's clean, he's kind, he's generous, he takes care of his health, he works out, he's a fitness buff, he's very intellectual, he's ambitious, he's entrepreneurial, he's rich, you can come up with whatever your list is, no problem, right? Be very be clear on what exactly it is that you're looking for. And then you need to now do the other part, which is now, who do you need to become to be able to have that kind of person? Because the qualities you've written on your list typically have what it is that you're looking for, right? So come up with that list, however long you want it to be, that's fine. It doesn't really matter. Right? And then you need to come up with the next list, which is, who do you need to become? So I'll give you a couple of examples. So if, for instance, you're looking for a partner who is health and fitness conscious, like for me, very important to me. Like I could not be with someone who doesn't work out or who doesn't care about their health or their fitness in general. Like we just couldn't be together. So if you're looking for someone who's into that, rather than just sitting and waiting and saying, I'll wait for this person so I'm not into health and fitness, but I'll wait for somebody to come into my life who's going to inspire me to hit the gym. You're kidding. Because most people who are into health and fitness want other people who are into health and fitness. No one wants to be dragging somebody else and saying, are you going to the gym today? Should you be eating that? How many calories have you consumed? Right? The dynamics is just wrong when someone is super into fitness and now they're with someone who doesn't care at all. You're always going to have to hide to eat that extra muffin, or you're going to pretend to go. It just doesn't work. So people who work out usually want people who work out, or people who care about their health and fitness. So rather than waiting for somebody to come and lure you and coerce you and manipulate you and whatever it is, encourage you, you might as well pick up that hobby now and make it a habit and start building your own love and become someone who also loves health and fitness. The next example I'm going to give you is maybe now a different one of value. So like generosity, right? And if you want somebody because there's a difference between somebody who is financially okay, so someone who has money, and someone who's generous. Because I can have money and not give you the money. I still have money. I'm just not giving it to you. So I'm just not a generous person. So if you're thinking, okay, I want somebody who's generous, then ask yourself, generous people usually like generous people. Right? Givers like givers. Givers don't like takers. Hell no. So you need to ask yourself, am I a generous person? And if you're not, again, it's not right or wrong, good or bad. It's just, am I a generous person? So if I'm desiring a generous person, how can I start incorporating or embodying or cultivating generosity in my life. So again, generosity is not always about money. It's also about time. It's also about imparting knowledge or helping somebody out. Just start being generous with the things that you have, right? Create that value within yourself so that becomes a natural characteristic, so an attribute of you. And that way you become a generous person and you can attract somebody who's generous, because trust me, generous people want generous people. Generous people do not want stingy people. No. Okay, so the final example I'm going to give you now is around maybe hobbies, maybe things that you like to do for fun. So like for me, traveling is also a case. I'm hyper extroverted. Davide is hyper extrovert. And so for me, I love to travel. I love to go out. I like to have a good time. I like comedy. I like going dancing, like adventure. That's just who I am. I like to have fun. I like to go out and do things. I'm not an introvert. I don't need any downtime, quiet time. I don't need that. And so really finding somebody, if that is who you are, it's important that that's who you are, so that's what you're going to attract anyway. But I know people who are more on the quiet side and are kind of looking for somebody who's going to come and bring them out of their shell. No, bring yourself out of your shell. When you're out of your shell, then you can find somebody who's already out of their shell, right? So if you're craving a more exciting life, if you're craving more travel, more adventure, don't wait for somebody who's going to come and do it, because you're not going to be able to attract that person anyway. So start doing those hobbies, those things that you think you want to do for fun. You may not enjoy it. You may need to push yourself, extend yourself a little bit, but you know what the end goal is. You know you want to attract a person who this is their natural way of living. So start traveling, start picking up different hobbies. Don't overdo it. Don't kill yourself while trying to be this person. But start traveling some more, going out a bit more, and just putting yourself out there so that you become a little bit more extroverted, a little bit more fun-loving. That way you can attract that same kind of person to you. For me, that was one of the key things, when I was choosing a partner. It really had to be somebody who we had a lot of things in common when it comes to hobbies and passions and interests. And it is really extensive. Like we share a lot of things in common. We love to read. We love spirituality. We travel a lot. We go dancing. We're learning salsa dancing right now. And it just helps. It just makes the relationship a lot easier, because you will not love the person every day, but at least you need to like the person, right? Or maybe it's the other way around. You will love the person every day, but you may not like them every single day. So you need to have things that you like, things that you enjoy, because those will make the relationship more exciting, and there's more things to look forward to doing together, and you build memories, and it's just more fun, right? So it's not that opposites don't attract, because I know that a lot of us were raised with that saying where opposites attract. But the problem with opposites attracting is it doesn't sustain the relationship. It is similarities, the things that you share in common, the things that you're willing to build on, that will keep the relationship going. Have you ever tried to get someone who's not interested in a passion of yours to do it? Exhausting. Like, I know how it feels. Like, oh, let's go here. No, I'm tired. Why do we have to waste money? Oh, let's go on this trip. Why? There's nothing to do, nothing to see. It's all the same. It's exhausting. So the easier way is to become what it is that you desire, and you attract that person. And now it's great, because both of you want exactly the same thing. So, like I said, you need to start embodying the qualities that you're looking for. That is the secret. That it's not even a secret. It's just the law of attraction, right? You cannot wish and hope and pray that something that you don't have is going to come to you. It's not going to work. So get clarity, write down your list, and then write down, who do I need to become to have this person? If it's a rich person, a 6-figure, 7-figure earner, a VP of a company, whatever it is, who are those people attracted to? Be real with yourself, right? And go become that person. If you don't know how to find this information, find somebody, a friend, a colleague who's there, who's what you're looking for, and ask him, what kind of woman are you attracted to, right? And then be honest with yourself. These are the 10 things I need to work on, and just start working on it one at a time. Again, it's not about being inauthentic or because it's your desire. It's what you're desiring. You're desiring this kind of person, right? So it's like you're looking for a certain kind of job. You need to go learn the skills to have the job. You can't just say, oh, just hire me with my first degree. If they're looking for a PhD, they're not going to hire you, right? Or if you're looking for certain qualities, people who are great speakers, communication experts, and you're just the shy person, they're not going to hire you, right? So if you know you want a particular kind of job, you go and you learn those skills to have the job. So the same, if you're looking for a particular kind of person, you need to figure out, what do these people look for? What do they desire in a woman? And go be that. It's that simple. So that is the secret. It's not about coming up with a list. List is great of what you want. The most important part is, who do you need to become to have that which you desire, and go become that. So I hope you found this very, very insightful. I know that I was talking a lot, but I think it's so key, because a lot of people miss this. They stick to their list and they start praying and meditating and trying to manifest that. But the secret is the law of attraction. You have to become that which you desire. Thank you for listening to this episode on the Second Chances podcast. Till next time, sending you love and light. And remember, no matter what, never give up on love.